Hey guys, Shringan here, bringing in an episode of Pokemon White. In the last episode, we got here to Karasuka Town, and we also battled Riven, and now we're gonna head on over to the next city. So, let's do this. Just felt like talking to that guy. And here we are at Route 2, so let's go. Looks like we got a phone call here, and it's from our mom. Wonder what she wants. Oh, speaking of which, she's already here. How did she get here so fast, you think? Well, she now gives us her running shoes. Like in the previous game, to use the running shoe you hold the B button. But unlike Heart Gold and Soul Silver, there's no option that you can turn on to make sure that you always run. So you're gonna have to hold that button this time around. As you can see there's a giant boulder there, which you can only move using HMO4 strength. I quite like the design this time around because it actually looks like a boulder rather than a small little rock. And we have our first wild encounter of a current echo here. So if you want one, here's a place where you can catch one early on in the game. Just gonna go for the Ember here. And I get the burn this time around. Nice. And the burn's gonna finish it off. Awesome. We have an item here, and it's going to be a potion, which are always helpful. And we are now going to have our first trainer encounter here, guys. So here we go. It's against a youngster. Well, I think it looks a bit cooler this time around. And he's going to send that way Minezumi. We're just going to take this out real quick. And there we go. First trainer battle on Route 2 successful. And we also leveled up. And we also learned a new move, which is Odor Slough. I personally think it's a pointless move, but that could just be me, as I never found a good opportunity to use it. Looks like he doesn't really want anything, so let's carry on here. As we get into our second trainer battle here. And it's a lass. She's going to send out a Current Echo. Just going to tackle it with my Pokeball. And let's finish it off with an Ember. There we go. And we also get another level out of that, which is good. Alright, moving on. First step, we have a wild encounter with a Uteri. This is our first time encountering this in the wild. You can also see them in Route 1, but we never got a chance to see one, so here we are. A lot of you are probably also wondering that I'm seeing all these wild Pokemon, but I'm not catching any of them. The reason behind this is that I don't plan to catch the Pokemon unless I'm going to use it in my party. So, yeah, if you're thinking to yourself that I'm not actually going to catch any Pokemon throughout this LP, you're quite wrong. I will catch some Pokemon eventually. Because I kind of have a team in mind, so don't worry about it. as we have our third trainer battle here on Route 2, and it's going to be against another youngster, as he'll send out a Uteri. Should be pretty easy for Pokeboo. Just going to go for the tackle. There we go. Let's go pick up these items that we saw when we were at Karasuka Town. We have a potion here. And a Pokeball. Not really sure if you guys can see it, but if you look closely at the grass, you can see the wind blowing against it. I think that's pretty cool in my opinion. So good job, Game Freaks. You did a really good job with this game, I have to say. And looks like someone's calling our name before we head into the city, so... looks like it's Belle, and she's going to want a battle with us. So here we go. Our second battle against Belle. This time around she has 2 Pokemon. And she's going to send out a Uteri. Should be no problem for our Pokeball. Just going to use the tackle. We gain another level here, as we now hit level 11. And she's going to send out the last Pokemon, which is Suraja. Let's just finish this with Embo. So it barely lives. And looks like Belle is going to use a potion this turn, which is annoying. It's just stalling this fight. One of my Ember should do it. There we go. Our second battle with our ends in our victory. Looks like Belle was going to head off somewhere, but for us, we're going to head into Sanyo City, which I have to say looks pretty cool. But more of that for the next episode, I think, guys. As next time on Pokemon White, we're going to explore more of Sanyo City and hopefully get to the next gym. So see you guys then.